Okay, I'm going to start another new series of videos here, and as you can kind of see by this rat's nest I've got going on under here, I'm going to be showing you how to rewire your C10 pickup. And the wiring harness, I bought a whole new wiring harness. I'm not going to mess with trying to deal with this with individual wires. The wiring harness that I got came from Speedway Motors. I usually don't like to plug anybody's stuff, but I really don't have a choice now. I got to kind of tell you what I'm using. So my wiring harness came from Speedway Motors. It's a 20 circuit wiring harness. It's kind of a universal wiring harness, and there's a part number if you want to see it, 910-64027. And like I said, it is a bit of a universal wiring harness, but it's kind of a hot rod wiring harness. But since a lot of people who build hot rods use GM steering columns, it already comes pre-wired for the turn signal plug, and it also gives you instructions here. It comes with the little plugs to go into the what is it called, the ignition switch. And so it gives you all those little wires. See this, if you had a hot rod ignition switch, that's how you would wire it up. And where's that other, well, it's in there somewhere. And so not only that, I haven't really unwrapped this just yet. Here it is. It also comes with a GM headlight switch and a floor mounted dimmer switch. Now this headlight switch will work on your C10 pickup. So I've used this kit once before building a hot rod, so I kind of it's kind of all custom wiring, but I liked it, and so I bought it again. And since it's kind of gives you all the wiring and the instructions to wire into a GM ignition GM steering column, being the turn signals and the ignition switch, I thought I'd get it again. So a couple of things before you kind of tear into everything. You'll want to get a couple of your old plugs and switches out. This right here would be the front marker light and turn signal. This would be the side marker light over here on the fender. I don't have that lens in place, but that's where that would go. So just things like this, just pull these out. This right here is the wiper and washer motor wiring, and you'll want to check if you got a factory service manual. That's fantastic. If you don't, you can get by with like a Haynes or a Chilton manual. Usually in the back, you can see here, there's kind of the back of the book. It'll have all kinds of wiring diagrams back here, and from my experiences, these are not 100% perfect. So there's kind of a lot of you'll need to test your wires, because the color combinations in those reference manuals don't always match what's on your engine. So you'll need to do some testing, get yourself a test light, and just to make sure you get everything right and label everything. So the first step here is to go ahead and disconnect all your little wires, and I'm not going to go through that individually. It's just disconnecting wires. It's not that big a deal. So just get all your wires disconnected. This big old long one dangling over here, this is the plug that runs to the back of the truck for the brake lights, rear marker lights, backup lights, all that kind of stuff. So we'll get this out, unplug all your wiring, and then we'll come in here and remove this big plug.